Have you ever felt a sharp, shooting pain that travels from your lower back, down through your hips, and all the way into your legs? Maybe it feels like burning, tingling, or even like tiny electric shocks racing through your thighs and calves. If this sounds familiar, you may be dealing with one of the most common, yet misunderstood conditions today: sciatica. On Live Healthy Every Day, we're going to uncover the truth about sciatica, what it really is, why it happens, how you can test yourself at home, and finally, the 3 best exercises that can bring relief and even prevent the pain from coming back. So, if you've been searching for clear answers and practical solutions, stay with me until the end. This video could change how you deal with back and leg pain forever. What exactly is sciatica? Sciatica is not just ordinary back pain. It's a condition that directly involves the sciatic nerve, which is the longest and thickest nerve in the human body. This nerve begins at the lower spine, where nerves from the lumbar and sacral vertebrae, specifically L4, L5, and S1, come together. From there, the sciatic nerve runs through the hips, buttocks, and all the way down the back of each leg. When something irritates or compresses this nerve, you feel pain that doesn't stay in one place. Instead, it radiates downward. That's why some people describe it as a stabbing pain in the thigh, while others feel burning sensations in the calf, or even numbness in the foot. Here's the key insight. The real problem isn't in your leg. It's in your lower back, where the sciatic nerve starts. So applying oils, creams, or treatments only to the leg won't solve the root cause. You have to go deeper. Why does sciatica happen? The most common cause is a herniated or bulging disc in the spine. Let's simplify this. Your spinal column is made up of bones stacked on top of each other, and between these bones are discs that act like soft cushions. These discs absorb shock and allow flexibility, so you can bend, twist, and move freely without pain. But what happens when one of these discs weakens, bulges, or ruptures? It pushes into nearby nerves. If that nerve happens to be part of the sciatic nerve, the pain shoots all the way down your leg. Several factors can trigger this: lifting heavy weights incorrectly, injuries from accidents or trauma, natural aging and wear and tear, weak bones due to vitamin D deficiency, sitting for long hours with poor posture. The result? Pressure on your sciatic nerve, and pain that refuses to go away unless the underlying cause is addressed. How to test yourself for sciatica at home. Before we move into the exercises, it's important to know whether you truly have sciatica. Here are 3 simple self-tests you can try safely at home. Straight leg raise. On the painful side, lie flat on your back. Slowly raise the leg that hurts. If lifting it causes a sharp shooting pain down the leg, that's a clear sign your sciatic nerve is involved. Straight leg raise. On the non-painful side. This may sound strange, but lifting the healthy leg can also reveal sciatic problems. If doing so causes discomfort or shooting pain in the opposite leg, your sciatic nerve is still being compressed. Seated forward. Bend test. Sit on the edge of a chair, bed, or stool. Bend forward, bringing your head and chest down while holding the seat for support. Then try to straighten one leg forward. If the familiar pain returns or intensifies, it strongly suggests sciatic nerve irritation. These simple checks can give you a much clearer idea of whether the pain you're experiencing is really sciatica or something else. The 3 best exercises for sciatica relief. Now comes the most important part. What can you do about it? While medication may provide temporary relief, true healing comes from strengthening and stretching the right areas of your body. The following 3 exercises are some of the most effective for sciatica. 1. Knee to chest stretch. Lie on your back with both knees bent. Gently pull the painful side's knee toward your chest, keeping the other foot flat on the floor. Hold for 20-30 seconds, then release. This helps relieve pressure on the lower back and stretches the sciatic nerve pathway. 2. Piriformis stretch. The piriformis is a small muscle in your buttocks that can irritate the sciatic nerve if it becomes tight. To stretch it, lie on your back and cross the painful leg over the opposite knee, forming a figure 4. Slowly pull the uncrossed leg toward your chest. You'll feel a deep stretch in your hip. 3. Cat-cow stretch. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale as you arch your back downward and lift your head, the cow position. Exhale as you round your back upward and tuck your chin, the cat position. Repeat 10-15 times. This increases spinal flexibility, relieves tension, and reduces nerve compression. When practiced consistently, these exercises not only ease current pain, but also strengthen the spine and surrounding muscles, helping to prevent sciatica from coming back. Final thoughts. Sciatica is more than just discomfort. It's your body signaling that something deeper is wrong in your spine. Ignoring it or only treating the leg pain won't solve the root issue. But by understanding what's happening, testing yourself properly, and performing targeted exercises, you can regain control of your health. So, if you've been struggling with leg or back pain, try these 3 exercises. Stay consistent, be patient with your progress, and remember that healing takes time. Your body has an incredible capacity to recover when you give it the right support. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Live Healthy every day for more powerful tips to keep your body strong, flexible, and pain-free. Together, let's build a healthier future, one step at a time. One of the biggest mistakes people make when dealing with sciatica is focusing only on short-term pain relief without considering long-term spinal health. Painkillers, muscle relaxants, or even injections may temporarily calm the symptoms, but unless you address the root causes, weak muscles, poor posture, and degenerative disc health, the problem often returns, sometimes even worse than before. To truly manage sciatica, you need a 2-part strategy: reduce current irritation and build long-term resilience. The first part involves restoring mobility and reducing inflammation. Stretching and decompression exercises are powerful tools here. Simple movements like lying on your back and gently pulling both knees toward the chest for a few seconds can open up space between the vertebrae. Similarly, gentle spinal twists performed while lying on the floor help relieve stiffness and improve blood flow around the nerve. The second part is building resilience through strength. Your spine depends heavily on the core muscles, the deep abdominal muscles, obliques, and lower back stabilizers. Weak core muscles shift pressure onto the spinal discs, increasing the likelihood of herniation or compression. Strengthening the core through exercises like planks, dead bugs, and bridges ensures that your spine has the support it needs to resist future injury. Equally important are the glute muscles, which stabilize the pelvis. Weak glutes often force the lower back to work harder during walking, standing, or lifting. Targeted exercises like hip thrusts, clamshells, and glute bridges not only build strength, but also improve posture, reducing the risk of pinching the sciatic nerve. Posture in daily life can't be ignored. Sitting slouched over a computer, driving long distances without breaks, or standing with weight shifted to one side all put uneven stress on the lumbar spine. To counteract this, it's vital to practice neutral spine alignment. This means sitting with both feet flat on the floor, shoulders relaxed, and lower back supported by a small cushion if necessary. When standing, keep weight evenly distributed between both legs. Another practical tip is the 90-90 sitting position. When sitting, aim to keep both your knees and hips at 90-degree angles. This reduces strain on the lower back and prevents compression of the sciatic nerve. If your chair is too low, use a cushion to lift your hips. If it's too high, place a small stool under your feet. Daily movement breaks make a huge difference. The spine is designed for movement, not for hours of stillness. Every 30-40 minutes, stand up, stretch, or take a short walk. Even 2 minutes of gentle activity helps rehydrate the discs, increases blood flow, and reduces stiffness. Weight management plays a more significant role than many realize. Every extra kilogram of body weight adds pressure to the spine. Excess abdominal fat, in particular, pulls the pelvis forward, exaggerating the curve of the lower back and straining the discs. Combining regular exercise with a diet rich in whole foods, lean protein, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats can reduce this burden and protect the sciatic nerve. Let's also address mental and emotional factors. Chronic pain often leads to anxiety and stress, which in turn cause muscle tension, especially in the lower back and hips. Over time, this tension can worsen sciatic pain. Practices like mindfulness meditation, breathing exercises, or even spending time outdoors can calm the nervous system, reduce muscle tightness, and create a more favorable environment for healing. Some patients also find relief with low-impact activities such as swimming, cycling, or yoga. Swimming in particular reduces pressure on the spine while allowing the body to move freely. Water supports body weight, giving discs and joints a much-needed break. Cycling strengthens the legs and core, but it's important to maintain correct posture on the bike to avoid hunching the back. Gentle yoga routines help with flexibility, balance, and core strength, all crucial for long-term spinal health. Sleep posture is another underestimated factor. Poor sleep positions can undo the benefits of daytime exercises. To protect the sciatic nerve during rest, try lying on your side with a firm pillow between your knees. This prevents the spine from twisting and keeps the pelvis aligned. If you prefer lying on your back, place a pillow under your knees to maintain the natural curve of the spine. Avoid sleeping on your stomach, as it forces the lower back into hyperextension, which can irritate the discs and nerves further. Hydration also plays a direct role in spinal health. The intervertebral discs are like sponges. They rely on proper hydration to stay elastic and absorb shock. Without enough water, discs dry out and become brittle, increasing the risk of bulging or herniation. Aiming for at least 2 liters of water per day can make a tangible difference in disc health over time. Nutritionally, focus on foods that fight inflammation and support nerve health. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish, walnuts, and flax seeds reduce nerve irritation. Vitamin B12 supports nerve repair and function, while magnesium relaxes muscles and prevents spasms. Leafy greens, berries, and turmeric provide antioxidants that combat inflammation and speed up healing. Consistency across all these areas, exercise, posture, weight management, hydration, nutrition, and mental well-being, creates a protective shield around your sciatic nerve. While sciatica may not disappear overnight, adopting these habits ensures that flare-ups become less frequent, less severe, and easier to control. Over time, your body doesn't just recover, it becomes stronger and more resistant to the factors that cause pain in the first place. Sciatica is not a single disease but a cluster of symptoms linked to nerve compression. Beyond herniated discs, there are several other causes that often go unnoticed but play a huge role in triggering or worsening the condition. Understanding these hidden triggers can help prevent flare-ups and make recovery faster. One major factor is muscle imbalance and tightness. When muscles around the hips, pelvis, or lower back become too tight, they can press against the sciatic nerve or alter the natural alignment of the spine. For example, the piriformis muscle, a small but powerful muscle in the buttocks, is notorious for trapping the sciatic nerve when inflamed or shortened. This condition, called piriformis syndrome, can mimic or worsen sciatica pain. Another overlooked cause is spinal stenosis, a narrowing of the spinal canal. As we age, the spaces within the spine shrink due to bone overgrowth, arthritis, or ligament thickening. This reduction in space puts extra pressure on the nerves, including the sciatic nerve. Patients with spinal stenosis often report pain that worsens when standing or walking, but eases when sitting or leaning forward. Spondylolisthesis is another culprit. This happens when one vertebra slips forward over another, disturbing spinal stability and pinching nerves in the process. It can result from injury, degenerative changes, or congenital weakness. Lifestyle choices also have a direct impact. Sitting for long hours, especially with poor posture, increases pressure on the discs and nerves. Over time, this habit can cause chronic irritation of the sciatic nerve. Obesity, too, plays a role. Extra weight in the midsection shifts the body's center of gravity forward, straining the lower back and contributing to disc problems. The good news is that lifestyle changes and targeted exercises can dramatically reduce these risks. For instance, hip openers like the pigeon pose improve flexibility in the piriformis and gluteal muscles. Hamstring stretches relieve tension at the back of the thigh, which is often tight in sciatica sufferers. Core strengthening exercises, such as planks and bridges, stabilize the spine and protect discs from extra stress. Consistency is the secret weapon. A single session won't fix years of poor posture or weak muscles. But with daily practice, even as little as 15 to 20 minutes, you can retrain your body to move efficiently, reducing strain on the sciatic nerve. Beyond exercise, mindful movement and ergonomics matter just as much. Adjusting the way you sit, stand, and lift objects can prevent further damage. Always bend at the knees when picking something up, Keep your back straight and avoid twisting your spine under heavy load. Another helpful habit is using heat and cold therapy. Applying a cold pack in the first 48 hours after pain starts can reduce inflammation, while heat later on can relax tense muscles. Alternating between the two often gives even better results. Breathing and stress management shouldn't be ignored either. Stress tightens muscles unconsciously, especially in the lower back and hips. Practicing deep breathing, meditation, or even gentle yoga can relax both the body and the mind, making recovery smoother. Finally, nutrition supports healing. Adequate vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium are essential for bone health, while anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, ginger, fatty fish, and leafy greens can reduce nerve irritation naturally. Staying hydrated also helps maintain disc elasticity, lowering the risk of further bulging. By combining movement, posture correction, stress control, and proper nutrition, you don't just treat sciatica, you build a stronger foundation for your entire spine and nervous system. This is how long-term relief and prevention are achieved. Recovery from sciatica is a journey, not an overnight fix. Many people fall into the trap of relying only on painkillers or quick solutions, but without addressing the root causes, the problem almost always comes back. That's why a holistic approach works best. Strengthening the body, maintaining mobility, and making everyday adjustments to protect the spine. A key component is spinal decompression. This doesn't require expensive machines. You can practice simple, effective moves at home. For example, the lying knee-to-chest stretch gently pulls the lower back, creating space between the vertebrae and reducing pressure on the discs. Another helpful technique is the child's pose, a yoga stretch that elongates the spine and relaxes tight muscles surrounding the sciatic nerve. Equally powerful is the pelvic tilt exercise. Lying on your back with knees bent, press your lower back into the floor by tightening your abdominal muscles. Hold for a few seconds and release. Repeating this daily strengthens the deep core and stabilizes the pelvis, which is critical for preventing further irritation. Another aspect often overlooked is gait and walking habits. Walking is natural therapy for sciatica, but only when done with proper form. Short, brisk walks encourage blood flow, strengthen muscles, and reduce stiffness. Avoid limping or overcompensating with one side, as this creates new imbalances. Good shoes with supportive soles are essential. Flat, worn-out footwear can worsen nerve compression. Sleep also influences recovery. The wrong position can aggravate sciatica overnight. The best posture is to lie on your side with a pillow between your knees, which keeps the spine aligned and reduces stress on the lower back. If you sleep on your back, placing a pillow under the knees maintains the natural curve of the spine. Hydration and diet again play an essential role. Discs are about 70% water, and dehydration makes them more prone to damage. Alongside water, focus on foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, and antioxidants to support nerve repair. Cutting down on processed foods, refined sugar, and alcohol also decreases inflammation. Let's not forget progressive strengthening. Once pain subsides, it's important to slowly rebuild muscle endurance. Exercises like bridges, gentle squats using a chair for support, and side-lying leg lifts build resilience. Without strengthening, even a minor twist or lift can trigger another flare-up. Some people may also benefit from alternative therapies like acupuncture, massage, or chiropractic adjustments. While these are not cures, they can provide short-term relief and complement a structured exercise and lifestyle program. Most importantly, patience and consistency determine success. Healing the sciatic nerve takes time, especially if the compression has been ongoing for months or years. Celebrate small wins, such as being able to walk longer distances or sit more comfortably. Each step forward is proof that your body is adapting and recovering. Remember, sciatica is not just a condition to fix once. It's a signal from your body to pay attention, strengthen your foundation, and live in alignment with healthier habits. If you apply these strategies daily, not only will the pain decrease, but your overall energy, posture, and quality of life will improve. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these stretches or lifestyle changes? Which one made the biggest difference for you? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might help someone else who's struggling. Don't forget to subscribe to Live Healthy Every Day. Hit the like button if you found this valuable. and follow our channel for more tips to keep your body strong, flexible, and pain-free. Together, we can take small steps each day toward living a healthier, more active life.